Welcome back as we continue our ongoing conversation about the upcoming April 5th Salem School District referendum. One significant aspect of this referendum is to address ongoing maintenance needs that a building that has this many additions and ranges in age of over 100 years old all the way up to our most recent addition, which was in 2009. This creates some real challenges for us as a district because you can see it's a very large spread out building with multiple additions that range across many years. And that means that those building sections have different mechanical systems, are much more updated than other sections of the building, have different ways of being built in terms of the overall engineering structure of those buildings. So some definite challenges that come into play when you have a building like ours. You can see that section 12 is the very newest section of the building. That's the Highway 83 side. And it gives the impression that the building perhaps is a little bit newer than in reality it is. Got a little bit of a look at the overall building. In order to really understand what some of the issues are, the district engaged with PRA to do a facility plan and study. And what they do is they literally come into the building and go through every hallway, every closet, every mechanical system to get an understanding as to what condition those systems are in, what it would cost to bring, for example, some of those systems up to code, what some of the challenges that the district might face in the future related to those different areas of the building. And then they go through a process of identifying what I would refer to as kind of keep on the radar items, meaning areas that may already be past code or may be an area that is, at its end of useful life and so could go any day. And you can see in looking at those different priority items, PRA actually identified a little over $8 million of those types of items. The district has done some work already on that based on the generosity of the last referendum that was passed. We probably completed about 2 million of those projects, but you can see some pretty significant ones left to go. You can actually take a look at this study by going to our website on the referendum and going to the maintenance items, and the full study is actually there available for people to take a look at. You can see especially those facility maintenance needs are significantly more in those older sections of the building, ranging again that 1916, 1956 addition area, and all the way up through into some of the additions that were built in the 60s. One of the aspects of the referendum is to demolish a couple or kind of a smaller section of the building that are presently totally inaccessible to students, would cost significant dollars to bring them back up to code for students, and they're obviously at this point unusable for student learning and really have become just an area of the building for storage for that reason. You can see on, the arrow is kind of pointed to what we refer to as the hump. That would be the area that would be demolished and then kind of rebuilt on the back of the building here. It's that area that comes off that cafeteria that our primary students use. So again, just a reminder, one ballot, 2 questions. The one we've been talking about today is the second, asking for the $18.3 million to do significant updates and maintenance and repair of our buildings so that the building continues to be a valuable resource for our community well into the future. Please vote on April 5th, 2022.